welcome in. And it's crunch time at the end of the season. And as you can see, we're third in the table, 1 point behind Forest. And if Southampton win their game in hand, they're 2 points behind. So it's between us three for the last, the second automatic spot. And the other two are going to be in the playoffs. So see how we got on with the last 6 games. We kick off against Blackpool at home. And 2-0 up. Looking good, to be honest. And then Jerry Yates, that is not Ryan Yates. Jerry Yates chests it down, volleys it in, but we run away with a 2-1 win. We're back up into second. Forest lost, and what a crucial match this is. We're at the City Ground playing Forest, and Palmer, what a finish! He's been so much better this season. 12th goal. He wasn't doing that last year, and then he whips in a free kick, and Housney at the far post. Bit of a keeper mistake by Horvath, but nods it in. 2-0. And then Kevin pulls, I don't know who he pulled down there, but he pulled somebody down for a penalty. Lucky to get away with the yellow card there. Niakate is going to step up and slot it in, I think. Yeah, he always puts those away. For his 9th goal of the season, they must all be penalties. But then Palmer, like I say, he's having such a great season. Free kick, top corner, we're 3-1 up. Game is pretty much over now. 3rd minute of extra time. And we get penalty for a little shove there by Mbiso, who's going to be sent off, but it's the last minute of the game with 3-1 up, a penalty as well, so doesn't really matter. Palmer's still on the field. He's going to step up for his hat-trick. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Like I say, Palmer, a big, major disappointment last year. He's been fantastic for us this year. We're now 5 points clear, 4 games to go. Got a couple of home games as well coming up here. Home to Bristol City. Surely we can take care of business here. Housney makes it 1-0. And we are edging ever so closer to automatic. But then a great free kick by Harvey White. And they get a draw. It's 1-1. So the gap's down to 3 points. 3 games to go. Southampton now our closest team. Forest have dropped away a bit. Away at Preston North End. Go 1-0 down. And it's not an ideal start, but we're going to fight back, are we here? Kevin, down the left, into Housney, and finally comes to Neto, curls it, lovely goal, 4th goal of the season for Neto, 1-1, and then we've got Clark in here, Caden Clark, great finish, 2-1, away from home, 78th minute, but look at this, straight from the kickoff, we make a bit of an error here, and twice make an error and punish with an absolute bullet from Moller from 25 yards. 2-2. It's going to finish like that. 2 games left, now 1 point in it. And Palmer is injured, so we haven't got Casey Palmer, who's been, like I said, one of our best players this season. Home to Huddersfield, they're near the bottom of the table, I think, so hoping to get a result here. Hunt smashes it in, 1-0. Caden Clark with a free kick, and keeper just pushes it straight out. Liam Morrison, centre back, 3rd goal of the season, just taps it in, lovely. 2-0, we're into the second half now, and Jones heads in from the corner, 3-0. Looking easy now, and then 72nd minute. What a great little run that was by Sonarazo, the Liverpool DM we picked up. 1 game left, 3 points clear. Just need a point or anything our last game. We're going to have to call a team meeting to try and G the players up. And, yep, everybody looks happy with that. Told them it's just another game. Treat it just as you would any other game. Away at Blackburn. Tough fixture, though. And it's 3 minutes in. There's going to be a chance here. When it finally drops, Kevin chips it in, and then Harvey has just scored a most bizarre own goal. One of our most important games of the season, and we get a gift. You hardly ever see own goals actually in FM when we come to think of it, especially ones like that. So what a time to get it. Anyway, so 1-0 up, 30 minutes on the clock. Like I say, a draw is enough to take us up, but a great cross by Kevin. That's the 2nd assist of the game. Hunt heads it in, 2-0. But 39th minute, Narty gives a penalty away. Hughes, smashes it in 2-1. Will Hughes, that is. God, is he playing for Blackburn? So going to be a tense second half because, a point should still be enough, but, but what a mistake there. And Housney takes the ball, punished some great goals, 17th goal of the season. Housney has been fantastic this year. As you look at the stats on the left, we hammered them. When the boys needed to step up, they stepped up. 27 shots, 10 on target, and there we go. We finished with 92 points. So we actually finished 5 points clear. Could have lost that game and still got promoted. We are promoted into the Premier League. Can you believe it? I'm not sure I can, but there we go. So let's have a look at how the players performed on our promotion winning season. I was going to say championship, but we didn't win the championship. We finished second. There was nothing to see when it was as far as a trophy or anything. You get nothing if you finish second. You get a trophy if you win the division. You get a trophy come up in the playoffs. But second, you get nothing apart from promotion. There you go. So Maxwell, if we have a look at the stats, the goalkeeping stats, we can see 74% save percentage, not very good. Expected save percentage was 84, but 15 clean sheets, probably more to do with the defence rather than the goalkeeper. Only conceded 42 and 39. So although the saves weren't that good, I think in general the defending was. Odomoso, he I just put the wrong thing on. He played 11 games, most of them in the cup. 11 conceded. So if we see our average rating, 6.96 for Maxwell, 6.93 for Odomoso. Looking at the centre-backs, Simu played 20 starts, 10 as sub, 6.98, 3 goals. Pretty decent. A lot better than he was last year. Lloyd Jones, 35 starts, the most. He played the most games out of the centre-backs by the looks of things. 6.88, 3 goals. Never gets injured, that's why. Liam Morrison, 31 games. He would have been probably our best defender, 6.91, but he did get injured. Picked up an assist, actually. It's quite unusual. Valentin Ozunwafer, who was like the rotational left-sided centre-back, only 6.76, but, he's not that good, so I guess that's why. Nathan Ferguson played 9 games. Let me show you Nathan Ferguson's injury history. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 days, 3 days. He even gets food poisoning. He's that injury prone. 3 days, 1 day, 3 weeks, 7 days. So that's just this season. Look how long he missed. Unbelievable. But yeah, he is definitely getting released at the end of this season. And he played 9 games, 7 for an average rating of 7 though, and 2 assists. So when he's on the field, he's not too bad. It's just that he's never on the field. Andreas Vinheim, 6.90, really solid. 36 games, 6 assists, 1 goal. That goal that he scored was our goal of the season actually. But he was robbed in the championship goal of the season. He finished second, and the goal that won it, I had a look at it, and it was crap in comparison, to be honest. So there you go. Neto, 16 starts, 10 sub appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist, 6.81. Not as good as last year, but like I said in one of the early videos, he spent half the season in sulking because he wanted a new contract, and then he thought he should be playing more, but whatever you say, Neto. Kevin, 7.06 rating from 33 games is fantastic. He's had a great season. Really good pickup for us. 2 assists, 1 goal. Callum Elder, the other left back, 7.02. 16 starts, 3 assists. So the left back seems to just play a lot better. Must be linking up with the left wingers maybe. But and Nicholas Narte, much better season from him. 25 games, only 1 assist but 5 goals. 7.00 rating. That's very good. Ryan Ledson, he dropped into the DM role this year. So 3 assists, 2 goals. They were from free kicks, I believe. 23 starts and 6.87 rating. Now, he rotated with Batash, who had a 6.84 rating out of 23 games. So that's kind of like how you're going to... The defensive midfielder that we play is a defensive instruction, so they're not going to get much forward. So they're not going to have much goal involvement. So quite often, it's really hard for them to get a 7+ rating in most games. Luis Fiorini, 6.77 rating, 5 assists, 3 goals. He was okay, but I think probably quite disappointed with him. I was probably expecting a little more from him, but there you go. Ewan Simpson had some great games and some absolutely terrible games. As you can see, his most recent games, terrible. 6.94, like I say, like some games he scored and he looked great, and some games he looked awful. Miller Senarazazo, I probably wish I'd had him all season. He only had 5 starts, but 6.88. He looked quite good when he was on the field, but didn't get a lot of game action. Angel Gomez, 7.01, 8 assists, 2 goals. He's fantastic, but he's been injured too much. Has he got an injury? Yeah, he's got Red might have problems with injuries, so he is going to be... We'll have to see what the future holds for Angel, especially in the Premier League. But when he's on the field, he's really good. Look at that with Casey Palmer, though. Bounces back from a bad first season. 7.30 average rating. 12 assists, 14 goals. Now, I know he's on free kicks and he's on most of the corners, so you do get a few free assists and goals. And he took most of our penalties, but 7.3 rating, really good. Tyrone Hunt, 17 starts, so 5 assists and 9 goals in the limited time he was on the field. He was injured this season as well, I believe. A couple of weeks, 3 days, 7 days, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. 3 weeks was last season. So yeah, he was injured for 9-10 weeks of the season. So unfortunate, because when he was on the field, he was good. Radu Ungarano, 2 assists, 1 goal, 6.67. Avoided using him as much as I could because he gave the ball away way too much. Not really that good, to be honest. Caden Clark, not as good a season as he had last year. Did play a lot of games. 5 goals, 6 assists. 5 assists, 6 goals even, 6.91. Stuart Griffiths did not play a single second for us. Nishan Burkhart, 27 games, 10 off sub, 5 assists, 18 goals. Fantastic, 6.97. And I'm not sure how you say his first name. Ilyas Husni, anyway. 24 starts, 10 subs, 3 assists, 17 goals. So Husni and Burkhart between them, 35 goals and 8 assists. Really good return from our 2 solo strikers. And then Cade Gordon played 19 games, 4 assists, 1 goal, 6.84. Cade Gordon, he either had an absolute stinker or he played really well. So it was quite annoying because he'd have a great game, so you play him again, and then he'd have an absolute shocker. So there you go. That's the squad that got us promoted. Really happy with a number of the performances here. How many of these players are going to be good enough in the Premier League next year? A few, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see how much money we've got, and and how many players we can bring in. Really, I don't think, even though we're going to be in the Premier League, our reputation probably isn't going to rise enough for us to actually bring in a lot of players on that are going to be good enough. We're probably still going to be bringing in probably Championship, lower Premier League quality players. We'll have to see. I don't know how it's going to be, but certainly our reputation still hasn't caught up into the Premier League, so it's going to be hard. We'll have a look, see how much money we get, see how much the wages are. Hopefully we get a big boost of that, and I'll see you in the next episode when we will we'll review who I've bought and how the squad's going to look for the next season. Thanks for watching. Yes, we are in the Premier League after 6 seasons, so we now have 9 to win the Champions League. So I know that the first couple of seasons in the Premier League are going to be horrible. That's if we don't get relegated. So definitely, 10 seasons, it's probably a bit ambitious, but we'll see. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.